Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Hello.
everyone.
Hey, you guys.
I didn't even see the count. I didn't even see the countdown come on there.
It played.
Did it? Man, my
You didn't hear
YouTube
the
must
music
be-
for it?
Well, yeah, it played on our end, but I didn't see it on YouTube.
Oh, the lag might. I don't have YouTube open. I'm going.
Okay. Hi, Becca. All right.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
We are here. It's just lag.
Yep. I'm laggy because I think it's Monday.
There you go.
I know the holidays really mess you up, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Too late.
But it makes the week really go by super quick, too.
It does, yep. Which I don't mind at all.
So, Mira, what you working on over there?
I am working on just making some envelope fold-outs.
Nice.
So I use some glassine. I'm just going to fold it out there, make a little pocket here and there, and like that. And I'm going to stick them in journals, glassine or regular ones. What about you, Patty?
I'm a copycat. I'm making envelopes also.
Well, different though, for sure.
Well, sort of. I mean, I'm gluing paper to them, so collage.
Nice. They do look like CD ones.
They do.
I
They
like
really
how stiff they are. That's nice.
Yeah, I like that too.
Maggie, what about you?
I'm copying you too. I got out a couple envelopes.
Yeah, it's envelope day.
I need to make some things for a new journal.
Yeah.
And when you said envelopes, I thought, yeah, I could. Yeah, that's what I need to do.
She said, that's the ticket.
Yeah. It's a lot more work, but I do like doing the inside of them. Hey, Irma.
Hey, Irma. Oh my gosh, did you watch her flip through yet?
Mine or hers? Mm-hmm.
Hers, of her
Hers.
newest journal.
No, I haven't.
I have to go watch yours. I saw it popped up, but I didn't have time to watch it, so I'm going to watch yours later.
I think it's in my watch later.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. So good.
Yep, I was very happy to be done. It's just that I finished a journal and now I'm like, okay, set it aside. On to new things.
Oh, you finished one?
Yeah, I put the video up today.
Oh, you did?
Well,
yeah,
about an hour ago.
So I'll have to look later after the live.
Cool. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Kim. Oh, thank you, Irma. Yeah. I will watch yours too, Irma.
You guys are all so talented. Like, it's pretty awesome.
These were shoved into an old scrapbook. All this ephemera, like, I'm so glad they didn't glue them down.
Right?
That was pretty awesome. So I figured if I fold the envelopes and decorate them, then the addresses won't show,
Yep.
Yeah, Irma. I was very pleased with that. I'm very grateful that it sold so fast. But thanks for
awesome.
Going there.
I've just about given up trying to buy one of your journals.
Patty.
Just saying. I feel like if I'm not standing right there in your Etsy when you listed it, It's gonna be gone already, anyways.
That's not always the case, but thank you.
Okay.
It's not. It doesn't always happen.
You're hilarious.
I haven't used a napkin in a long time because I love rice paper so much because it's just so much easier to work with. So we shall see how this goes.
Oh, something new? New again?
Something old is new again.
Right, Irma? I'm telling you, man. It's crazy. What are you up to? Kim did one too. Kim, did you do a journal? I don't remember. I just saw her post something she finished too. Everybody's been very busy this weekend. I can't keep up.
I've got so many videos just to watch.
Yup.
Yeah, my watch later is piling up too. I
I
didn't
feel
get
like I need to
one
watch
this
it now,
weekend.
Boulder.
I just feel like I don't do watch later anymore. Like I don't click it because I find myself not going to that folder. So I
Right.
just like start it and then I get out of it. So it's in my history. I know that's kind of foolish, but that's what I do.
Hey, whatever's working for you in the moment.
Yeah.
I get irritated when I open YouTube and like 5 or 6 things pop up that I want to watch all at once. I figured out finally that that's what the queue thing is for.
Yeah.
What cute thing?
It's it like when you go to it's the same 3 dots that you would click if you want to add it to your saved or save later or whatever.
Yeah.
Just do a like add to
Marking,
queue.
making queue or something like that.
Yeah, it'll make like it'll put, I don't know, 4 or 5 videos in there, and then you can just click play. It's almost like a playlist of your own.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
then it just plays them one after the other. But you can only do like 4 or 5 at a time. But it's kind of nice because you don't lose that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of
Well,
starting
I've
and
only been doing
stopping,
YouTube
too.
for 14 years and I never knew that.
Maggie.
Are you surprised?
No, I just don't use the feature. Sometimes I don't use it. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
forget it's there. They don't make the search engine very user friendly either, if you ask me.
Well, they're always
Correct.
changing stuff too. That bugs
Yeah.
me. You just get used to doing something one way. And now, like for me to share videos like on Facebook or in a group or something, it's completely different than just, clicking the share button. You used to be able, well, at least I used to be able to click the share, click Facebook, and then I could type in a group. Not anymore. It
Oh.
won't let me do that. It just goes right to my page.
That's
You're
weird.
taking you the long way around or something.
I did figure out how to get by that, but yeah, that drives me crazy when they switch stuff. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Bus
Hey,
Bucket
Lori
Sally.
B.
Yep.
Sounds like you're gonna win that bet.
I do believe I am.
Hi,
Hey,
Lori
Lori
B.
B.
We just said hi to Lori B and cleared our throat both at the
Yeah.
same time.
Oh my God, pollen is so bad here. You should see my windows are like on the outside. It's like splotches of yellow.
Yeah, I
to have
hated getting on my
ask
cars.
my grandson to take the pressure hose and
Yeah, why couldn't it just be like fluffy and float away? No, it's got to be sticky.
yeah. Oh, you should. Oh, the car too.
Yeah, that's what I don't want.
Not a good look.
No. So anybody else crafting? Are you getting into anything?
I'm like at a block.
No,
I just don't know what to do, what to make.
Well, that's why to me it's fun just to make some of them. It gets you in the mood, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Some
that's what I
ephemera and
usually
stuff.
do when I'm stuck is just make like like these for ahead of time because I always do use them.
Yeah. I do like those window envelopes that I had a bunch. I had a different size that Lori was using. She saw it on something else. That was on your guys's, Maggie, when you guys did your live. Those were kind of cool too. Having a
Yeah,
window.
Were they large window envelopes?
I think so.
Yeah, I like the large ones. I think she said she got them on Amazon. So
Yeah, I've gotten
I was
like the
thinking
regular
about-
letter size ones that have a full window, but I don't know. I just figured I'm going to grab what I have already. Hey, Becca. All right, I gotta let that one dry.
No texting and driving, Becca.
Yeah, be safe.
Yes.
We had a semi come over in our lane over the weekend.
Ugh.
My husband's like, "What are you doing?" Like,
I know,
he's trying to
right?
yell at the guy, like, "Look up, guy! Come on!" All the way in our lane. So I figured he's either reaching for his coffee or he's texting. I don't know.
It's scary when those are not paying attention. That's
Yeah.
for sure. We have them on our highways all the time.
Patty, would you like to comment on that?
Do what?
Would you like to
Oh, it's
comment on
voice
that?
texting.
Comment on what?
Driving, texting while driving.
I think it's unnecessary.
That's right.
We'll be here when you're done. Hey, Joanne. Hey, Sandy.
Thanks, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy. Hi. Did you say Joanne?
Yep.
Where's Joanne? Oh, hi, Joanne.
Hi, Joanne.
And happy birthday. It was yesterday, but I wasn't on
Yeah.
Facebook. I saw Patty's post. That was very nice.
All right, that's two.
I hope you had a really good day.
I'm just really nice like that.
Oh, wait. Am I supposed to laugh at that? Was that inappropriate?
I think it was hilarious, actually.
If I see so myself, it was very nice of you. Very nice of me.
Okay.
Ooh, Sandy loves your new journal.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Does anybody know where I put a bunch of little pieces that I already cut out so I don't have to stand here and do this? Ugh.
Well, usually a little tub, right? A little bin or a little
Yeah.
container.
Yes.
That's an evil laugh, Patty. Irma said. Mwahaha.
I'm okay with that. Thanks, Lori B. You know, I really liked that stamping book thing too that Jane Leach was trying to copy from one of your sales, Patty. What?
That stamp book, that was really cool too.
Oh, yeah.
So many projects I'd like to try, but it's a long list.
It is indeed.
Joanne,
Indeed.
Joanne, did you do something fun for your birthday, I hope? Did you at least eat cake?
Right?
Gotta have.
There's on a cake kick, so just deal with it. Everything is all about the cake.
I would like to have a Danish before a cake, or some kind of coffee cake is good.
Oops, got to mute. Here comes the 4-year-old.
Okay. Here she comes.
We had Mason's birthday dinner on Sunday.
And how was that?
That was good.
Oh, good.
Rebecca's parents came up and her sister and brother-in-law and the kids. Okay, what am I going to put on there?
Ooh.
Ellen has Danish.
I
Cake
love
is
Danish.
form for
Stop
frost.
bragging. It's not
That's a
fair.
good one.
Not the fear. Darn it, man. Darn it. Where did I put them?
Let's this one.
Ooh, pistachios and yogurt with blueberries. Don't
Ugh.
ask, but I was happy. Oh, good. I'm glad you were happy, Joanne.
All but the pistachios. No thanks.
Yeah. I don't really care for nuts in any of my pastries, but
I love
I
pecans,
don't either.
walnuts, almonds, cashews.
it's like you're
Pistachio.
biting through the creaminess and all of a sudden crunch. I don't get it. Oh.
Pistachios are not my thing.
I love yogurt, Joanne. I do eat it almost every day. It's good for your stomach too. And
Well.
blueberries.
This is terribly disappointing.
What
What?
is?
I have like a massive pile of little like things.
And you can't find them?
I have no idea where I put them.
Hmm.
Like they have to be right here. This is where I would use them.
Right. Could they be underneath stuff?
Nope. I've already checked. That was my first thought too. Like, I wonder what I set them under.
All right, how did I have that?
Nope, no such luck. Fine. Whatever.
You'll find them.
Moving on. Oh, just found them
Where were they?
Hey.
underneath a pile. But no, they're not underneath of anything.
I think Maggie used some form of sorcery with that because just as she said, you'll find them.
Hey, I'm Irish.
Ah, the luck of the Irish. Oh, wow, that was bad. That wasn't even like Scottish or something. That was like hillbilly Irish.
I have the little bit of the fae in me.
Hey. That's where all those fairy legends come from, you know.
Yep. I
All
visited a
that
couple of
stuff.
those places when I was in Ireland.
Aw. I bet that was fun.
Yeah. Those 10 days went by so freaking fast.
How long ago was that, Maggie?
That was like 13 years ago.
Ah, okay. So it's been a while.
Yeah. I always said I would go back, but now I won't.
Yeah.
You couldn't get me on a plane anymore.
No, I don't like it. Well, at least you spread it out, Lori. She said she ate almost her whole cake herself. But over a course of 6 days, that's all right.
I'm kind of pleased it took 6 days.
Once in a while, I'll buy. I really like. There's an Entenmann's cake that I really like, and it's just like a little sheet cake, and it's probably not even 8 by 8. And I'll buy one, and I'll take a week to eat it, but every night at a certain point, what do I want? And then I'll go and grab a piece of it. So I didn't get one this week.
I don't really remember seeing, although I do a lot of click list type stuff, but I don't remember seeing a lot of Entenmann's left in grocery stores.
We have
Apparently
one
they're still
little-
selling it.
We have like one in our store. There's like one table that has all different Entenmann stuff on it.
Oh, okay. We do have a lot of good, like little Italian bakeries around me. So that I love.
Yeah, bakeries are kind of my downfall. I could go crazy, especially if you don't eat before you go. You go hungry. Oh my gosh.
That's no bueno.
I used to bake a lot of stuff like that. I taught my daughter how to do stuff, and that was always fun when she was little. But now I just don't bake anymore. Not really, unless it's a holiday.
I don't really have an oven down here. I have a toaster oven, but it's not really. I'd have to buy a bigger one if I wanted to make, like a cake or something.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And
know
I
what
don't
I'm
like
thinking.
going upstairs and using theirs because I never know when one of them wants to, use it. That's just one of my hang-ups.
Yeah. What were you saying, Patty?
I think I'm going to buy Maggie an easy bake oven for Christmas.
I remember those. I bet they've progressed.
I think that would be hilarious.
Hey, Lori.
At least you wouldn't. Hi, Lori. At least you wouldn't overeat.
True that.
Yes, but the cakes, were they ever really done? Did they ever really bake it all the way through?
I think so.
Did they?
Angela had one, and she made when she was little, and she made stuff. Yeah, it does cook it, but yeah, it is weird because it was only a light bulb. I remember it was just a light bulb.
How can I think about that for a second? How can I?
Well,
Don't put
I think
eggs
it's
in the
because
batter.
when you put it inside,
Oh.
the light bulb was so close, and light bulbs can get hot,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was a light bulb. I hate them anyway, done or not, Lori B says.
I remember maybe a neighbor having one, but I don't think I ever had one.
I didn't have one. I don't think they had
Did
come
they
out
have
with them
one?
when I was a kid.
Yeah, I don't know, but they
Oh
do
gosh, here we
nice.
go. Here we
What?
go.
What?
What?
They're both going to be as old as dinosaurs in a minute.
Oh no, but
No,
seriously, I really
I
don't
think
think.
they had. I think
Yeah.
they had them for me, but
I don't think so. Not for me. I'm a lot older than you guys. I'm not a dinosaur yet, but I'm getting there. I feel like one sometimes.
did you have an easy bake oven, Patty?
I did.
Was it everything you hoped for and more?
No, I sat and looked at it a lot because I never had the mixes.
Oh,
I,
okay.
I had to wait for because you bake the things and then you have to wait for the next gift giving occasion to get more mixes. So,
Yeah, there's that.
there's that.
All right, Becca. Thanks for stopping by.
Take care, Becca. See you
Have a
Thursday.
good day.
Yeah, see you Thursday.
Let's see.
Okay, I need to mute. I think I'm about to win that bet.
Okay. Oh. So whatever everybody do for yesterday and Memorial Day, anything of interest? It was nice, beautiful day here. A little bit on the windy side, but it was beautiful. They came to be they were made in 1963. They've since been banned. Yeah, too many kids
Oh, they have
burnt
been banned.
themselves, maybe.
1963. Yeah. See, I was already 10 years old. I would have been past an easy bake oven.
Ah, okay.
Have
Got
you
some-
seen some of the vintage little kids ovens? Like, scary looking things.
I mean,
I mean,
things that
they're
actually
huge.
work as an oven.
Yeah, but like before the easy bake oven, they even had little ovens for little kids. And I have some. They're incredibly cute. Like I can't pass up little kid like ovens and like their little kitchen things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love them. I guess you could probably say I collect them. But they just look like a house fire waiting to happen.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
And the kids used to be like, "Can we plug it in?" No, we'll skip that little fun activity. Oh Lord, here she comes. Hi.
It almost sounded like your cat, Maggie. No, I haven't heard Kitty in a while.
See.
You had an easy bake oven, huh, Becca? Dug through my garage for things to vintagize. The garden, shutters, and an old pot. Oh, that's fun, Kim.
I think I cut that right. Oop.
I used to use old windows and doors at my old house in the garden area. Well, it's like a plant area because animals ate all the food. So,
Uh-huh.
Oh. Lots of gardening yesterday, Lori said.
Nice.
It's fun.
Vegetable gardening or flower gardening?
I almost. Got some new, Ellen got some new fabric from Hobby Lobby. Yeah, you know, Memorial Day, a lot of things are open still.
Here we go. There's one done.
Nice. Ooh,
Ooh.
I liked that with the image.
Should be doing them assembly line.
Okay, thanks for stopping by, Irma. Appreciate it.
Yep. Take care. You know, ever since I said it, you know, the last, I think it was the last video I made, I said this is the last journal cover I'm going to make for a while. I can't get journal covers out of my head. That's all I want to do.
That's funny.
Oh.
I feel like that's kind of the way it goes, though.
Should have kept my mouth shut.
Why? It's fun. I love making covers.
Yeah, I just don't want to, you know, make so many that's just boring and nobody's even going to want to watch, you know.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh my gosh, another journal cover.
I'm
Doesn't
gluing
she know how
paper
to make
again.
anything else?
Oh, wow. I don't think anybody would say that.
You know,
Oh,
there's endless
You'd be
ways.
surprised.
There's endless ways to make covers. I feel like you could make them for days without getting repetitive.
Well, I try
Okay.
not to make them alike anyway, but it's just, you know, a cover is a cover.
I'm just saying, I feel like it's not going to be a problem.
True that.
I think you should just do it if that's what you feel like doing.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
probably
what
will
she
if I can't
said.
really think of anything else. I do want to make a new journal though. I haven't done one in a while.
Sometimes my brain cannot like commit to things because I'll start one and go, yeah, I'm going to make this kind of journal. And then I get sidetracked and then I make a different journal. So I got two sitting, at least the papers are bound in it and everything, just sitting off to the side.
Right.
Violin.
I think that's how it's going to go.
Oh, thanks, Ellen.
Said no one ever, right, Lori? I know. I can't imagine that either.
I want to make one of those journal cover skirts like Lori B makes, but I haven't found the right pieces to try making that. Because they do add to the journals. She makes amazing journals.
Yes, she does.
Look at that.
That's some of my favorite when that print comes forward.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah,
That one of Patty's?
it is. I salvage every piece. So I have a bin next to me of all the different scraps, but look at like the writing wasn't this dark,
Yep. It's crazy.
you know, in the original, but then she puts the print behind it and it just pops.
Ellen says maybe you could all do covers together.
Yeah.
Each one would be so different.
It's true. It's true. We could do that for a project, you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good to me. All right. Let's see.
Sandy says, I'm such a moody worker. I have a bunch of journals underway at one time. Then do get finished eventually. Yeah. Yeah, they do. That's good. It's good that you don't let them just sit there like some people I know. Oh, me.
Who are we talking about?
Myself.
Okay, that's what I thought.
No, Sandy R said that she has a bunch of journals underway at one time, and then they do get finished eventually, you know. It's kind of like what I do. I mean, I just put the papers in them because I loved the cover. I haven't finished the covers on them, but I get inspired by something else and I get sidetracked. But that's okay. Hey, Mama Juju.
You know what would be fun to do, maybe? I don't know if it would be fun or exasperating. We should exchange between the three of us an unfinished project, and you have to finish whatever project they send you.
Oh,
Ooh,
And we could do that on Tuesday.
that could be interesting.
Okay, with it, like it has to, like you can't send us resin stuff.
Are you speaking to me particularly?
Yeah, specifically.
I wouldn't do that. Oh,
Listen to her, but it sounds like a good idea.
darn. No, just kidding. No, the point is not to trip somebody up. The point is just to see their take on what you've
Yep.
started.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Like if you did the like we were just talking about covers. So say like you have several covers and you already pulled papers that you were going to use for signatures or this or that or what have you. Like just pile it all up, put it in a box and ship it off and see what they come up with.
That's cool.
Or if you had all the signatures and all the ephemera ready and it needs a cover and it needs assembled, you know what I mean? Whatever. And it doesn't even have to be a journal necessarily. I think we could maybe make it a paper situation, but
Yeah. Or maybe a small journal so it's not like an overwhelming type thing. And something we can complete in a good frame of time. Let's do it. I think it's a good idea.
I'd like to send Patty a doily book.
so you're going to draw Mare's name. Maggie will be sending things to Mare.
Patty will draw her own name and go, it says Mare.
I would try a doily book. There might be lots of muting because I have to use vocabulary, but I would try. I mean, what's the worst thing that happens? I fail at it. Big deal.
I don't think you fail at anything.
Yeah, okay.
Well, that is kind of true. Look all the other stuff that you were able to do. I don't think it'll trip you up. Yeah, I think you should do it.
It's not going to look like a Maggie book, that's for sure. And the whole time I'm just doing it and we're live, I'll be like, so I'm trying to channel my inner Maggie. Oh no, she's gone silent. I think it would be fun. I think we should do it.
Yeah. We got to think of
Yeah, but
If
should
we
it be
pick the
something
same
like
thing.
easy, not like a whole journal or something like that. You know what I mean?
right.
I think we should just put together. I'm not telling you guys what I'm doing. You can make a journal. I'm just going to send what I want to send, and I want to see where you go with it. Make a journal. Don't make a journal. Make a box. Make a box. You want to make a stack?
Oh, okay. Just make what you want out of whatever you
Yeah.
send. Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh,
Unfinished,
okay.
yeah,
That is-
some unfinished project, and I just want to see, because I mean, so what if I make covers? Maybe you're going to turn it into an ephemera keeper. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so what?
I get it.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
I'm game.
I think it'll push us out of our little comfort zones.
So we each send some that kind of stuff to each of us. Like I would send one to Maggie and Patty.
We can do it that way, or we can send to just one person, and then then when we finish that and we decide to do it again, then we'll just send it to whoever we didn't send it to the first time.
All right. Well, whichever.
Yeah, it doesn't
Okay.
matter to me.
Yeah, it doesn't
I know
matter.
exactly what bin I'm going to, so
Oh.
like I can be ready tomorrow.
Yeah, and see, and I got to think about it for a week and a half.
Oh,
you
me
know?
too.
That's just
I got to
me.
think about this.
Because then we just have to make sure who we know we're sending it to, because then it'll be, what if the same person gets everything? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, and it's probably not a stretch to know what my main thing will be to send.
That's not true. You never know. Never know what you're gonna get.
Like I'm thinking like, okay, so we know that I like to mass produce, right? So say I was working on these envelopes and I had 100 of them and I only managed to do 80 of them. So I had them this far, right? Like I got this far with them. So I could put these in a box and I could put a stack of papers and little lacy bits or whatever. And here's your package. Show me what you're going to do.
Oh.
Don't overthink it, ladies. Don't make it too complicated. Like over here, you can see all these little random bits of papers. Like there would be nothing, like just send it all.
Very
Here
cool.
you go. Show me what you got. I think it would be really cool to see what you guys come, like using, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that kind of stuff, just to see what somebody else's perspective on a thing. What do you guys think? Good idea, bad idea?
You talking to the chat people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to go check on some children. I'll be right back.
Okay.
The chat
Preferably
people.
she's checking on. Preferably she's not checking on the neighbors' kids or anything. That might take a while.
What do you think, chat people? Oh, God, that's funny. Okay.
I think they're fun idea. Meant to do that with my niece, but never did. Mare, what are you doing now? I just put some book page down, and I'm just going over it with gesso. I have a fan going next to me. I have a little fan that I always dry stuff with. Gets things done a little quicker. And I have a tray next to me that I'm going to stick this on and let it dry. And just going it over with a little bit of gesso here and there. And then I put holes in that. I'll put eyelets in it and a ribbon. And by combining these, I make lots of little pockets and tucks.
and then it'll fold up like this with
Nice.
the ribbon, and I'll be able to use it in journals and stuff like that. It's kind of like the perfect size. And these were just from, from ephemera that I had. I couldn't believe that scrapbook just had stuff. I took other pieces out, but it had, like that scrapbook paper
Yep.
behind it, like this stuff,
Yeah.
like little cards and stuff. And it still has that paper on it. But I thought, you know what? The fronts are pretty. So I can just use little pictures out of it for different things. Yeah, it was a tremendous find. All this letters and stuff. I got the scrapbook for $1, Maggie.
You did?
Yeah, it was at a flea market.
Nice.
$1. I'm like, I thought it was like for each picture or something in it, and it was for the whole thing.
Wow, that was a find, huh?
Yeah, that was fun. I mean, it's not super old, but it's the 50s, so it had some cute things in it.
Okay.
So those kind of things don't happen to me very often.
What?
I was telling Maggie that I found I was at a flea market a while ago. I found a scrapbook, and it had a bunch of like cool things in it. Some things I wouldn't use, and I got it for $1. Little
Nice.
scrapbook. Yeah, I don't find those things very often, but that was cool when I did.
I wish they had flea markets around here. They've got nothing.
Yeah, they have a little local one. They do it like 3 times a year. And that was last year. I went to it and found that.
I think that's
A lot of them are just, have come out and with just new stuff. I don't like that. I'm like, it's not a flea market if you're selling socks, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Or sheets.
I
I guess it is. But.
Some were selling like quilts, some were selling sheets. Some were selling clothes that, they probably bought up at eBay or somewhere.
Or from the thrift store or whatever.
From the thrift store.
Which to each their own, but it's not like the old-fashioned flea markets that used to be around. Here I go, sounding old again. Back in the day.
I would rather go to a flea market with low expectations than go to a building that says antique store and you get in there and it's the flea market.
Yeah. Yep.
Or there's not a single antique in the whole building. That
Right.
drives me crazy.
Oh yeah, there is an antique store. It's probably like half hour away. And I used to go there. I used to, several years ago, I would find tons of doilies and what else? There'd be quilts. There'd be, like doily bedspreads or tablecloths or, that you could cut up.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would have hundreds of doilies on there. And, they were reasonably priced. The last time I went there, and now it's been a few years since I've been there again. Their prices like quadrupled.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. A lot of things have happened that way. Yeah, if my local antique store is not having a sale, it's a joke. It's like it's so expensive.
We have Stormville.
Food trucks. If the food trucks are good, that can salvage a bad weekend at the flea market.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love food trucks.
I see them just like at different parking lots around now. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
locally.
Sometimes,
They'll
yeah.
have like a pop-up barbecue thing or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't always go, but I think they're fun.
Oh, I'm such an idiot.
Don't say that.
I just did this wrong.
Why?
Well, because this I thought was the front and it's not. No, wait a minute. It is the front.
Be not an idiot.
Never mind. I'm not an idiot.
That's very pretty.
That's
What is
weird.
what is the front? Is that a print that you just or that you
Yeah, I just tore this one.
Yeah.
Mm, I think it's one of Lorna's. It had the flowers on one side.
Oh, okay. Very pretty.
Yeah, and this here is one of hers too.
Nice.
Then the little images are from Odessina.
Ah.
Oh, I think I might want to.
I like when some of the digital shops have sales going, but I feel like I have enough digitals and never have
Oh,
enough.
I don't think I bought digitals ever since
Yeah.
Patty started making prints.
I know. That's what I was gonna say. I have a lot to work with. Not enough though, Patty. Let me get that right.
Don't make your digital people mad at me.
Nah. Here and there. I guess I just
was
don't
just
go
looking at
searching
digitals.
for it.
I was just looking at digitals last night. And threw some in my cart. I was like,
I'll do that, but change my mind later and just
Yeah, me
go
too.
through. Yeah,
Me too.
it's window shopping.
uh-huh.
Or I'll discover that I have something very similar.
Yeah.
Or I bought it before.
Well, and like I'm always looking for something different, you know, like I want different.
Yep, for sure. Patty, are those covers Ellen is asking?
They're envelopes. But if you had two of them, you could use them for covers.
Can you show the one that you have the girl on? Can you show that one again?
Yeah.
Oh, how pretty.
Yeah, that is.
But they're like they're rigid. They're chipboard.
Yeah.
For like mailers, they're just flat, stay flat mailers. So
Nice.
I just wanted to, I don't know what I'm going to do with them.
You
I
could
might
use
go
it
with
as
the
a mailer too, right?
Do what?
You could technically use that as a mailer if you wanted to.
Sure. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, that would be really cute for Happy Mail.
Yep.
See, now I could see folding down at the edge at the top.
Uh-huh.
And then just gluing the edge. That way it's a flip on a page or on a cover. That way you can see both sides of the thing. You know what I mean?
I would have to change my orientation of my.
Why? Why
Well,
can't it go at the top of a page? No, like that.
Oh.
And then just the top flap would be folded. Yeah, Ellen said beautiful.
Why, thank you, ma'am.
Maggie, don't you have that one flea market that I don't know, I don't think they have that show anymore. It used to be on TV that has all the really good it looked like a really good flea market. Brimfield or
Oh,
something
that's
like
in,
that.
well, I guess I always thought it was in Connecticut, but I think it might be right on the line of Massachusetts and Connecticut.
Oh, okay. Have you ever been there?
No, I haven't. It's probably a good 2 or 3 hours away.
Oh, okay.
Brimfield is the East Coast version of Round Top.
Oh, is it?
Oh, okay.
Or Round Top is the Texas version of Brimfield. I don't remember who was first, but there are thousands of vendors and it's just fields. And I think the one on the East Coast, I think it's not as many fields like in Texas, but yeah. And I've never been. I just know people that are vendors and go to it and set up, and people who shop it.
Am I
Evidently
mistaken, or
fabulous.
isn't that the one that was on the HGTV show?
Probably.
It was
Yeah, I
There's
think.
the elephant's trunk. That's a flea market slash
Oh, flea
vintage.
market. Was it Flea Market Flip
Yep.
or something like
No, I
that?
remember watching that.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that one they did more like at the elephant's trunk, and that's a huge, like 2-day flea market. And they have like legit antique, vintage, all that sort of stuff. Both of those are on my bucket list.
Yeah, I know they used a couple of different flea markets that they go to.
Mm-hmm.
And one they said that like one was more reasonable where they would pick up the piece of whatever they were doing, and then the other one they sold it because it was a little bit more upscale.
Right.
I don't remember which was which, but they come to Stormville Flea Market. Oh, Kim said that. Oh, I didn't know the show was even still operational. It's kind of cool to see what people created, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, you saw blue.
It's a little small.
Where is that? Stormville. I don't know where Kim is.
She mentioned it up higher, I think. Near. I can't say that word. Does anyone else want to try? Poughkeepsie? Poughkeepsie.
Poughkeepsie.
Okay.
I love saying Poughkeepsie. I've been there.
It's a fun word.
It is
That's
a fun name.
That's where Stormville Flea Market is, Mags.
Rosie was walking through the rooms as we were practicing Poughkeepsie, and she's like, "You guys are ridiculous."
It is. It is a fun word.
I got that look.
Everybody gets hung up on Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
No, it's Worcestershire.
Yeah, I say-
Worcestershire.
I
I
just
don't
don't
know.
even
It comes
bother.
from Worcester.
It is Worcestershire.
Yeah, I can't even. I'm
All you
not
have
even
to
gonna
do is
try
just-
that one.
Just act like you're 12 and you have a mouthful of something
Right.
and you're trying to say Worcestershire and a Worcestershire and you'll get it right.
Worcestershire.
There you go. Not too many ers at the end, just one or two.
Worcestershire.
And then you'll nail it every time.
Yeah, we have a city, Worcester. I don't know if that's where it originated, but
I think it's an England thing, isn't it?
well, a lot of our cities are named after towns and places in England.
Yeah, I lived on a street that was named after Trafalgar Square. So yeah. Yep.
We lived in Sandwich on Cape Cod. That's a small town. That's from
Sandwich? That was the town?
yeah, Sandwich.
Did they have good sandwiches there? Because that's a missed opportunity if they didn't.
Well, here's a fun fact. One of my, like, probably, I don't know, 5-time great uncles founded the town. And I didn't know it when we lived, when we lived there. I found it out when Alan did my son did our, what do you call that?
Genealogy thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did he make good sandwiches?
Well,
come on.
it was named after the Earl of Sandwich over in England.
There's an Earl of a
Yes.
sandwich?
You didn't know that?
Yes.
What?
How did you not know the Earl of Sandwich? That's hilarious.
I didn't know that. It's like the Prince of Pie. I just
Prince of Pie.
The Earl of Sandwich.
So Maggie, if you had known that your relatives founded the town, would you have run for mayor?
No, because we don't have mayors in towns. They're only cities.
Would
I
you
don't
have run
care.
for the
I
town?
wouldn't-
Sounds like
No, back then I wouldn't. I was only in my 30s. I wouldn't have run for anything. I would have bragged about it though.
You would have what?
I would have bragged about it. I would have said, one of my ancestors founded this town, just so you know.
So I should be able to be like the parade queen. Just saying.
The part we didn't find out is if he came over like on one of the Mayflowers, one of those. But I don't know the time frame for any of that really.
is that where like mayonnaise came from? I don't know. I don't know. Nobody talks about the sandwich.
So the Earl of Sandwich, it's probably the Duke of
Sandwich.
Probably the Duke of Mayonnaise, because there is a brand of mayonnaise called Duke.
The Dukes.
Is it really?
It is. Oh, it's one of the best
It's so
mayonnaises, they say. A lot of southern states have that.
It is really good, and it's pretty clean, like ingredient wise. We use it.
Yeah. I'm a Hellman's girl, but
Yeah, me too. I don't
like
like
it.
Cane's. It has to be Hellman's.
yeah.
I like Dukes.
We only found it like in one store, and that was a northern store when I lived up there, but it is good.
It is good, and it's pricey, but it's good.
Yeah. People swear by it for sure.
So I buy it when it's on sale.
Oops.
I like when they have it on the buy 5, save this, blah, blah, blah. Then I get my limit of 5, and that's that.
Well, Joanne, of course, she said, I've heard of the Earl of Sandwich. I haven't. I don't know. Living under a rock, I suppose. I don't know why. I just think, isn't there a sub shop? It's got to be something.
You just crack me up sometimes.
Well, I'm being serious. Just missed opportunity. I
I'm
did,
surprised no one
however.
I'm surprised nobody did really open up a sandwich shop and called it the Earl of Sandwich.
Thank you. My
But
point.
no,
Yeah.
nobody, as far as I know, nobody ever did.
So
They were probably
disappointing.
tired of hearing the jokes and stuff, you know.
It's only
It's
if
funny
his
because-
relatives were named roast beef or turkey.
It is funny
No,
because
turkey sandwich.
some people rather, you know, somebody like called me for something, or I met somebody out or something, and they'd ask where you lived, and I'd say Sandwich, and they would look at you like you had two heads. Sandwich? That's the name of a town?
Like you must be confused.
Right. Yeah, I just live in it.
Yeah, I just live there.
Yeah, and my house is cream colored, and next
We
door
call-
are,
we
are
call-
two
We call it a popover.
are two buns, and yeah, I mean, it's just I'd have fun.
Yeah, my sarcasm would get me in trouble, I'm sure.
Yeah.
My friend list would be easy to maintain.
Well, why did I suddenly get unfriended by 100 people?
All I did was call her Beef Wellington. I don't understand. People are so sensitive.
All right, that one's pretty well done. Put a little dangle on it later.
Okay, I overthink stuff way too much. Let me see.
I mean, what else could he possibly be known for?
Are you still talking about sandwiches?
Yes,
Okay.
still.
I knew she was going to get stuck on the sandwiches. The
Right?
bad dad jokes are just churning in her head now, you guys.
No, I'm sorry. I can't help it. She knows me. You know me.
She's trying to decide which one sounds the least ridiculous so she can say it out loud.
Oh.
Which one is there not going to be a collective groan over?
Oh, the groans make me so pleased.
I love when you tell a dad joke and there's groans. Like people don't realize that's the payoff, people.
What?
The groan. When you
Like,
tell a bad dad joke and everybody goes, oh.
Oh,
I
You're
just
like,
use the
yep, you
emoji.
got it. And you're just mad that you didn't tell it first.
I use the emoji with the hand over the face when Patty sends me a dad joke. I just like, oh, some of them are just so like, oh my word, that's so bad.
So bad, but you're so jealous that you didn't think of it
I
first.
know,
Hey, Lucy.
I know.
Trying to think
You guys
if I
get
just sent
those.
one.
Do you get those where you guys are at the Progressive turning into your dad commercials? Hey,
Yeah,
Lucy.
sometimes.
Oh, those are so funny.
Some of them are hilarious.
Yes. Hi, Lucy. Sometimes with flowers, I don't know if it's right side up or I'm like,
I
don't
know.
but
Once you
whatever
tear
looks
them.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it that way or that way?
Eh. Oh, gonna make cookies? All right, Kim, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Let me send you my address quick.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I will take a cookie donation. I'm not scared.
Beautiful journal, Maggie. That's what.
Oh, thanks, Helen. Yeah, I'm still
How do you-
working on it.
How do you dye your papers, Maggie?
Still working on it.
Did
How
you
to
hear
what?
that? How do you dye your papers?
I don't.
She doesn't. She buys them that way.
I buy them from Louise. Who else? I did buy
Louise
some from
Ellen.
Lindy.
Oh, yeah.
When she sold the first market, I did buy a couple of things from her.
Yeah, on Patty's channel, which is in the description box below,
Yeah.
Louise sells some beautiful, beautiful paper that she dyes, and she irons her papers too.
And we all fight over it.
Yeah, she
Yes,
does.
they're just absolutely beautiful.
I know. I tend to hoard her paper. I mean, I'm using it, but I tend to like hoard it when I can.
Yeah.
Did Canada Postal go on strike? Do you know?
Oh, I
Lucy's
don't
there.
know, Lucy. Lucy, did they?
Oh yeah, Lucy's in here.
I know they were talking about it, but I don't
Yeah.
remember if they did or not.
Yeah, you don't want to be without.
Oh, the paper. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I tried one summer and I did dye, just regular coffee dye in a big pan, and then I brought it outside to dry. I should do that again this year, but I have to wait till all that yellow stuff is gone. Right
Well, it would
now,
just add
yeah.
color.
doing any overtime. What?
I said it would just add color and texture.
No, it's not a
Not a pretty.
no, it's not a
color
pretty or
anyway.
nice thing either.
No.
So anyway, they did not go on strike.
No, she just said
That's
just no
good.
overtime right now.
Look at me supporting. Look at there, Lucy.
Oh wow. Yep. Okay, what else do I want to do? I know I need to put some trims down the bottom.
Hey, Susan.
Hey, Susan.
All right, what do we got here?
He's talking to herself.
I'm trying to use up scraps. What are you laughing at now?
Patty says, Patty's talking to herself or Maggie. I don't know which one she said.
When we used to go live a couple years ago, Mags and I'd be busy, and all of a sudden she'd just be over there like having this whole conversation. I'm like, who are you talking to? Oh, myself. I'm like, oh, for Pete's sakes.
I do that when I'm alone in the house. Isn't that weird? Like, okay, not like, all right, people, not like that, but like there's other people around, but just to get my mind straight that I said it.
It's weird. I think the only time I really talk to myself is when I'm crafting.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Ooh, Susan loves your journal. She saw the flip through.
Oh, thanks, Susan. Appreciate that. Patty, do you have one of those machines that embosses full letter size sheets?
I do not.
That is cool. That would be cool.
Can you send me a link to it? It might have to go on the bucket list.
Yeah, I wonder sometimes. Thanks, Lucy. I wonder sometimes like how people get such big embossing things done, because you can move it and all that, but I've never been able to really line it up with any accuracy. You know what I'm talking about, Patty?
Sort of. If
You know,
we were
'cause the
face to face,
embossing
I would be
folder is so
nodding my head
small.
so that you thought I was right with you.
You know what I mean, right, Maggie?
What?
Like a full sheet. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I walked away because I heard my phone was notifying me that I had a text, and
Was it the Duke of Sandwich?
so I walked away. Now, what were you saying?
When you see full page people selling and stuff, full page or using full page embossed sheets, and the embossing folders you get are this big. Are they just relining it up and putting it through their machine, or is there a bigger folder, bigger machine type thing
Well, how big are
happening?
you talking? Because I think some of them are like, 6 inches at least.
Well, I have a regular Vagabond, so it's a lot bigger than that, and then my embossing folders are
Oh,
tiny.
well, there is a bigger, yeah, I have a Vagabond too, but there is a bigger, what's it called? It's not, is it the Big Shot? Is it called the Big Shot?
I don't
'Cause
think
one of
that
them
Big Shot's
does,
bigger.
yeah, one of them does like, I don't know, maybe maybe they do 8.5 by 11. I'm not sure, but because one time I bought, one of the, well, I'll call it a cartridge, and I thought it would fit in the Vagabond, and it didn't. It was way too big.
Yeah.
I just
I was
didn't
just
know.
wondering.
I haven't seen any though really that big like what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I know people probably line them up, but I don't do that.
They could, yeah, you could do that. You could line them up.
Not me. I can't do that because there's always a line when I try to, they're so seamless. There has to be a bigger one. Oh, okay, Lucy. I think she said that. I think there's a Big Shot Pro
Oh,
that
that's
does
it.
full
Yeah, Big
sheets.
Shot
All right.
Pro. That's
So
it.
they're buying bigger folders and a
Yeah.
bigger
But man, those
capacity
are
machine.
expensive.
Yeah, but it's not. I wouldn't want to
Because
do
that
it.
one I probably bought like at least, I want to say 15 years ago. And back then that was like $30 or something like that.
Well, they've come up a long ways from that.
Well, it wasn't it wasn't an embossing folder. It was a cutting cartridge. I think it
Oh,
was,
okay.
I don't
A
think it was
die.
one of Tim Holtz, but
Sure, I can for a second. So this is one that I've just collaged, Ellen, and added some trim to it. And then I have the gesso over it. And so now it's just the decorating stage. And I've seen them with flowers. I have a bunch of flowers because I made those posy pocket things. And I got to get back to those. But so I might do flowers inside or just ephemera. We'll see. But right now I'm just trying to add this. Thank you, Ellen. Sometimes when I'm making bows, I need like that third finger, that third hand to go in
I
there.
have a hard time making bows. I really do.
Yeah.
Those are not fun for me.
Years ago, I remember a big one for sewers and quilters, Lucy said. Oh, okay.
I do buy them. I know like Triple V, Vern's shop. I think she sells full size stuff like that. Or I may be mistaken. It might be I think C2 Creations or something like that. I've shopped on her shop on Etsy in the past, but I only buy digital from Etsy now. Shipping is ridiculous. Yeah, I bet, Lucy. Canada shipping. I did notice some people that sell that actually live in France and sell French stuff. They've been making more digital stuff.
AI or the old-fashioned digitals?
Old-fashioned digitals. I mean, I suppose with people, I think it's easier to be, you can be able to tell.
They're probably scanning and just digitizing.
Yeah. Because it looks like their same product, you know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
That they sell.
I don't blame them. I would too.
Yeah, for sure. Etsy shipping fees seem to be even more than regular shipping fees. Yeah, maybe. You know, but the sellers can,
I was going to say that depends on the seller, right?
they could make that unless they're using, you know, I don't use Etsy shipping options. I usually just do it myself, figure it out. Same with eBay, yes. Well, some eBay sellers are just ridiculous with
Oh,
the
yeah.
prices.
Some of their shipping fees are what you pay for whatever you were trying to buy from them.
Right. Or
Like,
more.
I used to look at a lot, years ago, I used to look at lace on like lace bundles and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And lace weighs nothing, right?
Right.
Practically. And some of them, they'd want, say like $3 or $4 a yard. But you buy 1 yard and they want $10 for shipping. This was way back then too. So you
Yeah.
knew they were trying to make up some of the, some of their
Right.
costs for the shipping.
Right. So they keep the actual price lower
Right.
and then they up
then
the
they get
shipping
you
to
with
try
the
to make
shipping.
up. Yep. Yep, for sure. Yep, you just got to be careful and picky and all of those things. And in reverse, I try to be reasonable with mine too. What about you, Patty? Pirate ships the way, huh?
It is.
Yep. Save $1 for yourself and for, people buying. Well, ladies, I think I'm going to wrap things up.
Okay.
thank you for everybody in chat for hanging out with us. And
Yeah, it was
thank you,
fun.
Patty and
Always fun.
Maggie.
Thanks for
Yeah.
hosting.
Thanks for having us.
And I will see everybody most on Thursday. But I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye, you guys. Thanks
Bye,
a lot.
everybody.
Bye,
Let
everybody.
let me remember how to put in the end screen. Oh, yes. That's me. All right. See you later, guys.